tired of being confused about what's right to flatter your body shape? Or maybe you're just lacking inspiration every day when you get dressed. Hiya, I'm Ellie. I'm an empowerment coach who really believes in the power of clothes. And today we're gonna get into it. I don't believe in style rules. What I do believe in and what I have helped hundreds of people to do is to wear what they want and feel great. And so today we're gonna break this down. We're gonna get rid of the confusion and instead find a new pathway for you to dress with ease and enjoyment. Hint, it's about wearing what you want instead of wearing what you think you're supposed to wear. So, number one is these body rules that style rules that we have kind of grown up with. Like, if you're an apple, wear this. If you're a pear, wear that. And like, never anybody should wear skinny jeans unless you're a size 0. They weren't made for you because every single body's proportions are different. You know, none of us are this classic example of the fruit that we're supposed to then dress for. It's kind of the idea of one size fits all, and we all know that one size fits all is a lie. Unless it's a kaftan, that's a different subject. I love a good kaftan. But you have to appreciate that this idea of these rules are just kind of best guess, one size fits all, and therefore not actually helpful for you as an individual. Deeper than that, these rules are based on the idea of something's inherently wrong with your body and needs to be fixed. Your thighs are too big, your waist isn't small enough, your shoulders are too broad, and they're based on a pretty singular idea of what beauty is that is just not realistic for the vast majority of us. And so you're kind of using these rules, you're kind of setting yourself up for failure, and nobody wants that. Wouldn't it feel so much nicer to wear what you want instead? How would that feel? So I know I've just done the tricky thing, which is be like, all those things and all those rules and all those things that actually give us comfort, don't believe them anymore. I get it, it's hard. Our brains and our nervous systems really like knowns, and I'll make a lot more videos about that in the future. But it can be hard when suddenly things that we think were good for us get thrown out the window. So instead, I'm gonna offer you a alternative framework. And this is how I help people across the world wear what they want. And it's a framework very simple. I call it the 3 Fs. 1 is function, 2 is feeling, and 3 is form. Okay? Function. What do you need to do in your day? I'm a huge fan of things being beautiful and practical. And so what do you have in your day? If you go to your wardrobe, think about that. Like today, I am running around like a mad woman trying to get all this stuff done. Okay, that's helpful. Maybe it's not the really big heeled boots today then. You know, potentially you're menstruating and comfort is the most important thing for you. Like I have endometriosis. On those days, I just need something stretchy AF to get me through. Maybe it's so you've got a ton of power meetings and you need to project a little bit more. And so none of these are hard and fast rules, but think about what's coming up in the day and dress for that. And then what tends to happen is we then feel a lot more comfortable. And when we feel a lot more comfortable in our clothes and in our skin, we tend to feel a lot more confident. But we match the clothes to our day rather than trying to shoehorn our style onto the day and then we just feel gross. This function. Think about what you have coming up in that day and dress for that. 2 is feeling. One of my favorite words. How do you want to feel? How do you feel? And then how do you want to feel? And how can clothes support that? How can the clothes be an extension of you? And that really does make you feel a lot better about your day. Do you want to be sexy today? Do you want to be powerful? Do you want that comfort we were talking about earlier? How do you want to feel? And how can your clothes help elevate you to that feeling? It's honestly, whenever I don't know what to wear, I go to feeling. How do I want to feel today? And things start to become a lot clearer. Number 3 is form. And here's the tricky part. What do you want to wear? And that is one of the hardest questions for people. As a coach, that question of what do you want is the hardest thing for people to know and to answer and to feel okay about saying it. So get playful, get curious. What do you like? What pleases you? What colors? What patterns? what textiles and sensations, etc. Treat it as a bit of fun rather than this heavy checklist of things you need to get right. So that's function, feeling, form. And I offer these up as a framework that you do all three, but one, as I was talking about how often when I get really stuck, I go to feeling. One of them may strike more with you, so just have a play with it. I really hope you're enjoying this video. I love making them. Do me a favor, give me a wee thumbs up and a like, because I'm always producing new dressy content for you, just like this. Okay, third thing that I want to cover is after now we've kind of thrown things on its head, you've been offered a new framework, now you're actually gonna do. And here's the part where people can get a little tripped up. People get theory and then you actually have to do it and it gets a little trickier. So I've got 3 tips for you in terms of the actual doing. 1, start small. No one needs to go to their wardrobe, throw it all out on the bed and have a huge philosophical debate. Like, we are busy, our brains are scrambled right now. You're fine. Start small. Start a super manageable thing that isn't gonna feel like too much. A pair of earrings, a scarf, a different jacket and top combo, whatever it is. Start small and build up. It's kind of like a muscle that we're building. Number 2, know that at some point, those little shouty voices in your head that tell you you shouldn't and you couldn't and how dare you are gonna get a little noisier. This is something I work on very intensely with all my clients and all the work that I offer. Know that they're gonna show up and know that you're not alone when those negative voices start to dial up. Know that they're coming, and the most effective thing you can do is just notice them and not try and ignore them. Instead, just say, hey, thank you, and I'm choosing to do something different today. So know that the shouty voices are gonna come. Know that you are not alone in this, and know that you can just say thank you and another day. Number 3 is one of my favorites. Just feel good about yourself. Here's the thing, we're constantly like a when-then society. When I lose 10 pounds, when I find the perfect jacket, when we're out of Corona times, then I can be happy, then I'll feel good. And it's just not the way it works. Instead, do the feeling good thing first and see all the other good stuff that happens. Again, I have tons of stuff on this. This isn't the video for it, but what you can do is there's really simple tricks. Talking to yourself in the mirror, power poses, call up your best Judy and be like, can you just tell me that I'm amazing? But feel good, because our nervous system doesn't particularly like change. And so when we do it and those shouty voices come up, we tend to not do the thing. But if we go in feeling really good and hyped up and confident in ourselves, even if it's just pretend, things flow a lot more. So just pretend. Even if you don't feel it 100%, make it up. Try on that hat for a second and you're good. Quick reminder, you're not over fruit. Your body is your body, which is unique, and you get to dress that rather than following rules, which were not set out for your success. A new framework is thinking about function, feeling, and form, and the interplay between those things. And you get to be curious about that and have fun with it. And also when you're doing and things start to feel a little like, you have a plan. You know those shouty voices are gonna show up. You're just gonna ask them politely to sit aside, and you're gonna feel really good about yourselves before you make the change. Feel good and see how the change feels at that point. This is a lot, and I've condensed it down into a pretty short video. Know that these things, making changes and kind of turning things on their head, are easier the more tools you have in your toolkit. So with that in mind, you'll see a link, and it's access to my totally free 3-day style kind of invitation of exploration. And it's super simple. I handheld you through a lot of the concepts we've covered today, and it really works. It's super powerful. I basically use a lot of the direct techniques I use with my one-to-one clients and given it to you in a really comprehensive but not overwhelming system that will get you from I don't know what to wear to like, yes I do, pretty quickly. So take a look, and huge thank you, subscribe. I love making these videos, and really remember that you have this and you will look gorgeous, okay? Feel good about it. You get to wear what you want, not what everybody else tells you you should wear. All right, that's it for me for today. Thank you so much for being a part of this, and I will be back soon. Bye.